Hello everybody, this is Sztygrys and I want to review a game from IGLO from Group G. The black player was Bavalance and the white player was December Go. Let's see what happened here. It was a really close game and really nice game. Maybe you cannot tell it after seeing some AI reviews, but the game was quite nice. The beginning is usual. This pincer maybe not so popular anymore, but still alright. And black chose the variation going to the corner, which is more common. And white did not play this way, which would also be more or less okay. Let's show some quick example of play. Like this, and this. This is some kind of a joseki. Black usually plays something on the bottom side, so this would be okay. It doesn't look like a great way of playing for white, so I understand why we did not choose it. The other way is to play c2 like this. This move is very important. Some of you may have the temptation to play like on the side to play faster, but it is very important to play this nice shaped move. It gives us living in the corner almost whenever we want, and it makes white make it easier for white to jump on the side. For example, black plays here and white can immediately go ahead and be in front of black like this. So very nice. Similarly, if black presses, white also will be able to go ahead. So it is nice to have this shape. In the game, black jumped, white got to the side, and black pushed 2 times. This pushing is usually bad. We should remember that we are giving the opponent the territory on the 4th line, which is almost always good. We also are pushing from behind, which usually you are not supposed to do. It would be easier for white to play some Hane and get even higher if we push like this. Like if we go like this and this, then white will just play Hane and be even on the 5th line. So it would be great for white. So we pushed from behind, and usually it is not great, but we wanted to get some strength to attack the stone on the left, which was reasonable. We also could have attacked the stone earlier, like this. This is also alright. In the game, black pushed 2 times and then attacked, which is fine. And as white, we need to respect the fact that black pushed and got some strength, so it will be harder to go out with the stone. We still can do it, but as we already got some territory, some profit, we are not so sure, or we don't have to do something great with the stone. We need to remember it can be sacrificed in some way if we want to. Anyway, white wanted to go out, which is also normal. And the idea is that still there can be some fight. Like if we cut off these stones, there will be some fight, and in the fight everything can happen. But suddenly white abandoned the plan to fight. If we want to fight, we need to cut black stones, like these stones too, here and here. If we cut, then there is some fight and it's alright for white. In the game, white immediately goes down to live, and it is not the best solution. Usually, if we are able to, we want to break through, to cut the opponent's stones, especially if they are not still alive, like those stones. Also, those stones later can also be attacked, so if we cut in some way as whites, Like later maybe even it will be possible to make something about those two stones. So this should be the first thinking when we are having a running fight on the side. We need to have the way to the center and to cut the opponent's group. Otherwise, it is not really a running fight. In the game, white wanted to leave, and even if white leaves, which happened in the game, it is not so great. Like black got to surround white, cut off the group from the center, and even if this move make white alive, still black can get a strong shape in the center. Now we don't have to add a move, and then we can play something big like this to create some moya. Of course, something like this is also possible. So this would be ideal for black. Unfortunately, black decided to go from the wrong side, and the problem is that white is still able to be alive, but now we have some weaknesses, and black decided to protect them, so we lost center. White managed to live in center, which some may say is a great result, but if we look closely to the situation, it's not so great for white, because the life is very small and black got to surround white. And usually, if your opponent will be able to surround you, then even if you leave, it will be bad for you. So we shouldn't make invasion that can leave, but if our opponent surrounds us, it is usually good for them. So we need to be careful. Usually, just leaving is not a solution. It is not what we are looking for. So probably in this instance, we should be more willing to fight to get to the center. In the end, white got a bit lucky because white got center, but still it is okay for black. It is important to understand that this result is not good for black, even though white lived in center. Black got a lot on the outside. If black would also got center, this would be ideal for black, and now it's just good for black. White played h17, which is a very curious move. Like the usual way would be to go to the corner like this. This is usual, or this maybe. But it is very easy for black to start a fight, to make some pincer and create some fighting opportunities. So white decided to play far away from the corner, and the idea is if black play from the corner, white will extend, and if black plays from this way, from this side, white will extend, and it would be much easier to live there. And this thinking is not absolutely correct. Like the problem is, for black it is very easy to choose which side we go, because black will take the corner. The corner is important, and even if white extends, it is not still a very strong group, so black can press more, and white needs to add a move. Getting these two stones is very important, and black can get them in center. And there are ways to come to the black's corner and settle easily if we go directly into the corner. This way is not that bad. Still, white can do something, but the best way would be to touch this. And even computers suggested this one. They are both directed into settling very fast. Like this, I hope everyone knows that white can play Hane, and there is some ladder that works for white, so it is okay for white. White can play like this. Probably black will go down. I'm sure. No, sorry, not go down, but maybe extend. And there is this very well-known shape where white got some light shape on the outside and is able to go into the center. In this instance, maybe it would be better to just extend to the side. But the idea is that white will get either a nice shape to the center or to the side. And in this instant, it will be to the side. So this is the way to come to the corner where black is strong and we are afraid. The only thing we need to concern ourselves is this ladder. If it works, it is okay for us. Also, this move very similar. Like it is possible to reverse the sequence somehow. Anyway, computers teach us that we should usually go to this corner. If it is Komoku, it is better to play close to the corner. We should not be afraid. Even this move should be better than the move from the game. Okay. Anyway, black got some center exchange. It is good center exchange. If you remember the last game I reviewed by Bavalance, I said a lot about exchanges, and if you want to know more, you can watch that review. F17 is also a good move, and N17 also. Black got something nice already, and we can play Tenuki. This is the biggest point, of course, the open corner. Very important to play there. And now it is important for white to decide what to do. And actually, it would be quite good to just play this sequence, get the corner, and play elsewhere. But white wanted to close the territory on the lower side, which is also okay. I would probably choose the further one because it makes the territory really closed, like it is already territory and nothing can happen there. And with this, there is some weak point here that we need to worry about. In the game, black pressed, got a bit stronger, and then pushed once more. This push is very similar to this one. We don't really want to do this, but sometimes we had to make ourselves stronger, so I can understand it. And invaded. This invasion is brave, but also good. It is not easy to find an answer for white, because we don't want for black to connect under our stone. It is very important to not let black do that. And I think white realized that. And if white jumped to the center, it would be too easy for black to connect somehow with this move. So white decided to make this bump. And this bump is really not a good idea. We should remember that it's like we are banging our head on black's door, like hitting on the wall. Black got stronger and we got almost nothing. The stone on M3 does not do a lot. It's just hit on the black wall. So usually we don't want to do this exchange. But what to play when we don't want black to connect and we don't want to make the exchange? The secret move that we can play is Kosumi, this way or this way. In this particular case, this Kosumi is better, because black does not have a move to rescue the stone. We can just play Hane and this. So we could have just played Kosumi, but not only it is a good move it is a good move because it takes black stone, it captures it. But usually when we want to separate the opponent's stones on the third line, we choose Kosumi and not the jump, because after the jump there is connection, and after Kosumi there is nothing on the second line. So we usually choose the Kosumi, and Kosumi is much better than hitting our heads on the black's wall. Like, I don't know if you ever hit your head on the wall, but it hurts a lot. It happened to me. I don't recommend it. Anyway, white got to the center with the jump, but the exchange was bad, so it is easier for black to play now. And black decided to play O6. Maybe not the greatest move. For example, we were worried about the cut, but we can take care of it by pushing once more, and then maybe jumping. And there will be some fight, but black is okay. In the game, black played here, and white find a move that looks like it captures black. It is not obvious at all that it captures, but if it does, it is a good move. And in the game, the black got captured like this. This is more or less captured. For sure, black can get a lot of center moves like this, and I can imagine something like this and like this, and black will get, even if black will die, black will get a lot of move on the outside, so it's not so bad for black. But actually, probably black could do even better. Like, in this moment, black could play like this, which is very strange. It is very strange move and very strange shape, and maybe cut either like this or like this. And if we cut, I think black can manage. Black can rescue the stones. So it was some possibility that was not played in the game. In the game, black is more or less dead. And I think it was the worst mistake of black in this situation. It is not so huge, but it is a big change. Anyway, the lives go on, the life goes on, and the game goes on. Black tries to somehow maybe make those stones weaker, or maybe get something from pushing on them. There was the sequence, and in the end, black got some influence on the right side. The problem is that we lost center, and white used it to come to the left side. The first move for sure was okay. Maybe it would be better to just cut like this. It is very crude, and white will get the outside like this. But maybe we can develop the left side from it. Maybe this was the sequence to play. I am not sure. The game sequence is not so bad, but I was trying to find something better. Anyway, black got the influence, white played the move to destroy it and connected. And it seems like every plan the black has, it is destroyed. But actually the game is not bad for black, because black played well in those situations actually. The only place where black could play much better was the lower side. It just looks like everything black creates, like some influence, it got instance at once destroyed by white, but it is not really the case. The influence is still there, and the black has opportunity to get some more territory soon. Anyway, black played the big move. White jumped. And now white got a bit surrendered and decided to leave. Probably instead of just jumping here, which does not make any territory, it would be better to play moves like g18. I know g18 does not look like a big move, but for white it is center, so for us it's reverse center, and it makes white group not alive yet. Which is very important. If white is not alive, then black can attack it a bit. Even if white will make this exchange, it is not still alive. White can try to make this, and some connection and then leave. But the problem is that maybe black does not need to add a move. It is difficult to say, but let's say black will somehow take the eyes, then this cut may not be so dangerous for black. So g18 is really important. It does not look like it is important, but it is, because in the game black played something and white not only lived but do it in center. This is a group that is alive, very well known shape. If white could not read that it is alive, there is a simple way to make sure it is alive. For example, make these exchanges. Now it for sure looks alive. In the game, white added a move, but in the very got way, so it was not ideal. It would be better to play either this or this if we want to add something at all. Probably we can also not add anything. Black got center, so was able to create some nice sequence on the right side to get more territory. And the game is really close, so it will be hard to predict who will win it. In the end, black did not even connect it, which was a big mistake. Even if we die, these moves are not minus, because they allow us to get a lot of on the outside for black. So those are better way to place, especially when we see what happened in the game. In the game, what white connected the territories. And if we manage to connect here and here and get all of these move in center like this, maybe even I forgot about this one, of course, something like this, then there is no connection. There is no connection, and still black has center. Black can just play away. In the game, black did not play this, and white managed to connect. So it was big for white, and black continues to develop the center, which is the most important now. Like all the sides are taken, so the center becomes interesting. And here black got a bit scared, like it was possible to just play Atari here. Probably white counted that, black counted that white can just take the 3 stones. But this exchange is not really good for white. Like we also got, we got 3 stones, we have to admit. But black got Ponnuki in the center, where black can get a lot of territory for it. So it is not bad for black at all. You can play this Atari, and I don't know, maybe like this. We can just create a lot of points. Black did not choose this variation, which is a pity. And white got to reduce that center so much. Also there are some center exchanges, but they were also the there for white. And as I said, the game became very close. I will not go through the end of the end game. In the end, the white won by 1.5, but maybe it looks like black did not manage to get any of his plans to work, but actually the game was for the most time very close and black played well. I will just repeat the most important lessons. The first is that when we start a fight, it is the most important thing is to disconnect opponent's group. If we just choose to leave and we got surrounded, usually it is good for our opponent. Especially in the beginning, where the outside can be very nicely used. We can use this to create something on the upper side. For white, I know that sometimes we are scared of pincer, but usually it is better to go to the corner. Either this, or in this case the best move was like this. Maybe it looks strange, but it is a possible move and we should start to play it sometimes. This is the ideal situation for it, where the ladder is working and we want to be light, we want to quickly make a living shape. So this is the best use for it. And this is hitting our head against the wall. We should not do this. Sometimes we have to do it, but very rarely, and we should avoid it. The better move is usually a Kosumi, to disconnect black stones, but still go to the center. The jump is not the only move to go to the center. Kosumi is also sometimes good. I think those were the most important points. I hope you liked the review and you will play in the next season of IGLO. Also, I hope you have a great day, and see you next time.